Whoa, guys, what a wild ride. Last Monday was a day none of us will forget. Nvidia, the undeniable king of AI chips, took an absolute gut punch. Their stock plummeted a staggering 17%. That's not a typo. 17%. The market roared in response, wiping out nearly $600 billion in market capitalization in a single day. A record-breaking drop, enough to make your head spin. We're talking the biggest single-day loss for any company in U.S. stock market history. Think about that for a second. The sheer scale of this is insane. Images flash of stock market charts plummeting, news headlines screaming about Nvidia's losses, Jensen Huang's face looking concerned. And it wasn't just Nvidia. The entire tech sector felt the tremors. The Nasdaq took a major hit, alongside practically every other major AI player. This wasn't just a blip. It was a full-blown earthquake in the world of tech. And for Jensen Huang, well, his net worth took a dive of roughly $20 billion in a single 24-hour period. That's enough to buy a small country, maybe even a couple. But what the heck happened to cause this monumental market meltdown? Buckle up, because the answers are even more mind-blowing. The villain of our story? It's a small, almost unknown Chinese AI startup called DeepSeek. They launched a new AI model called DeepSeek R1, and it's like they came out of nowhere. This thing is seriously impressive. Think of the best AI text generation you've seen from ChatGPT, DALL-E, or even Google's Gemini. Now imagine something that rivals those top dogs but was created for less than $6 million. Seriously, $6 million. Meanwhile, its US competitors are pouring billions into their projects. That's right, billions, with AB, videos play of DeepSeek R1 interface, a comparison chart showing R1's performance to ChatGPT and others, shots of headlines boasting R1 successes. This isn't just some minor upgrade. This was a complete game changer. DeepSeek R1's performance matches those of OpenAI's O1 and Meta's Llama 3.1, but for the fraction of the price. It was so revolutionary that their systems even crashed from the sheer number of downloads. It became the #1 free app on the US Apple Store, for cripe's sake. And you know what's even crazier? They apparently did this all without accessing the high-end Nvidia chips. Most major US companies are relying on chips that are usually at the center of nearly every major AI project right now. That's what's got everyone so shook. So, how did DeepSeek pull off this unbelievable feat? That's where things get really interesting. The key to their success is something called test time scaling. Basically, instead of focusing solely on bigger and more powerful GPUs like Nvidia's, they tweaked how their models use the computing power they already have. It's like taking a smaller engine and making it run more efficiently, not necessarily making the engine itself bigger. Images flash of complex diagrams explaining test time scaling, snippets of interviews with AI experts. This isn't some new, groundbreaking invention. It's a technique that's been around for a while, but DeepSeek deployed it brilliantly. They optimized every step, streamlined the process, and found creative ways to cut costs without sacrificing performance. And this seemingly minor tweak is what completely shook up everything. That's why this is a real paradigm shift. While pre-training scaling and post-training scaling are well-known approaches, DeepSeek's masterful use of test time scaling is the real story here. It's like they found a hidden shortcut that no one else noticed. And it's changed everything. The reaction from the tech world was immediate and, honestly, pretty wild. Nvidia itself tried to downplay the impact, calling DeepSeek's R1 model an excellent AI advancement. They emphasized that this is just one facet of test time scaling, and their GPUs are still crucial for inference. We're actually running AI models to get results. Videos play of Jensen Huang's interview where he downplays the DeepSeek disruption, but that statement didn't entirely reassure investors. Elon Musk reacted skeptically, calling parts of DeepSeek's claims, LMAO, no. While Sam Altman of OpenAI called it interesting news, he added that the real AI game is now AGI, the next higher level. But other tech titans, including Microsoft's Satya Nadella, made the case that DeepSeek R1's success is actually good for the industry. He argued that greater efficiency will ultimately lead to increased AI adoption overall, boosting business for everyone. Meanwhile, Meta's Yann LeCun focused on the importance of open-source AI and suggested that DeepSeek simply showed how open-source models are surpassing current proprietary ones. But other experts were far less optimistic, suggesting it's a wake-up call for the US. What's crystal clear is that DeepSeek's emergence has lit a fire under the global AI race and completely sparked a big debate about investments, strategy, and the future of AI dominance. This isn't just a tech story, guys. It's got huge geopolitical implications. The US has been tightening its grip on AI chip exports to China, trying to slow down its technological progress. DeepSeek's achievement shows that China could still be making significant strides in AI, even with those restrictions in place. This is showing that China might be able to close the gap or even leapfrog in specific AI areas, potentially through clever engineering or other workarounds like DeepSeek did. Images flash of maps showing global AI development, news reports discussing US-China tech tensions, images of Nvidia and DeepSeek logos. That's not only creating massive anxieties for investors, but it's also putting additional pressure on US policymakers. The implications for the ongoing tech rivalry between the US and China are immense, and it's clear that this is far from over. This success is shaking things up internationally, and we're likely to see a ripple effect across various industries and political strategies worldwide. We could even enter a new paradigm that will impact trade relations and cybersecurity. This is a massive development in the never-ending saga of global technological competition. So, what does all this mean for the future of AI? The DeepSeek disruption has completely forced us to recalibrate our understanding of AI development. While the scaling laws of AI, the idea that bigger models trained on more data lead to better performance, were previously seen as immutable, DeepSeek shows that you could still achieve significant results focusing on efficiency, model optimization, and smart engineering. That's pushing the world towards models that can achieve more quality with less power. The question going forward is, will this continue to be the new path for other developers now? Videos play of AI experts discussing the future of AI development. What will this mean for Nvidia's future? Will its market dominance be challenged, or could it also adjust and adapt its new technology to continue its recent run? Will other companies start adopting similar techniques like test time scaling? What's certain is that there's no going back. The AI landscape has been forever changed. We are all very likely in for a new era of innovation, with unexpected new players and completely unanticipated scenarios. And finally, the elephant in the room. What does this mean for investors? Monday's market reaction was brutal, but it's certainly too early to say whether the DeepSeek-driven sell-off was an overreaction or a justified shift. There's serious uncertainty now over how much companies should invest in high-end chips and whether Nvidia's dominance can truly continue. Some suggest the AI market itself could greatly expand with cheaper models. Graphs and charts show AI investment trends. What about the long-term implications? It's a question that investors are wrestling with daily and will largely inform their strategies for the coming quarters and years. It's crucial for investors to remain vigilant, do their due diligence, carefully monitor these developments, remain informed, and adapt their portfolios accordingly. The AI market is far from settled. It's a wild, wild west out there, but there's no denying the DeepSeek revolution is changing everything.